Well, for more than 60 years, Catholic Charities of Long Island has been serving hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders. Joining us in the studio is the CEO of Catholic Charities Long Island, Laura Cassell. Thank you so much for joining us. And like I just said, the services are amazing. Just the numbers I read for 2019. 1.4 services to 64,000 neighbors.
1.4 million.
Yeah. Oh, what did I say? 1,000? Oh, no, yeah, let's change that. 1.4 million for 64,000 neighbors. And all ages. And just tell us about what you offer, what you're who you're serving.
So as Catholic Charities here on Long Island, we have so many different ministries. And of course, all of our programs really respond to the most vulnerable neighbors that we have here on Long Island. So people who are struggling with mental illness, addictions. We work with senior citizens. We work with young moms and pregnant young women and immigrants and refugees. So really the whole spectrum of individuals. People, of course, just in need, who are struggling financially, who need food, who need basic essentials for their home. So it's the wide range of services, and of Catholic Charities here on Long Island, we have a unique set of programs, but there are Catholic Charities throughout the country. And they all offer similar kinds of programs and some additional programs. One of the programs that people pay a lot of attention to is our residential program for individuals with developmental disabilities. And, you know, the folks in our homes, they're just so full of joy, and they remind us of what is really important in life.
It's been a tough year, obviously, for everybody with COVID. How are Catholic Charities handling this?
Yeah, so I was actually thinking about that on the way in. It's been 8 months since the original COVID lockdown. And so at Catholic Charities, we remain very vigilant. We are still very much in COVID alert mode. And what we've done over more recent months is get back to increasing face-to-face services and blending that with the virtual means of support that we put in place very early on. All of us were taken by surprise by COVID, and so the adaptations needed to be made very quickly, and I was really proud of the team at Charities that they were so nimble and able to do that, to pivot really quickly and respect the safety protocols and put them in place very quickly, and find ways to be there. Seniors, obviously one of the very high-risk populations, our senior centers were the first to close. And so to immediately pivot to making sure we were doing phone contact, video contact where possible, and then making sure that we were delivering food and other supplies to them while they were home so that they could remain as safe as possible.
I love when we talked to you back in March or April, and you called your workers because they're essential workers.
Yes.
They, not like they could isolate at home, but you called them warriors.
Yes.
And that's what a great description.
Yes, well, they really are. I mean, they're everyday heroes, but under circumstances like this, it really just amplifies what is so special about people who work for the charitable mission of the church, and the way that they put the people that we serve first and foremost in all that we do and all the decisions that are made. It's always about how is this going to impact our folks. Yeah.
And they're still isolated,
Yes.
More isolated than they probably would have been.
Yes.
Many older people just don't want to leave yet, shouldn't be leaving, especially now.
Yes.
So, again, the services are so crucial.
Yeah, so we're continuing to pay very close attention to that. And so even as the holidays are approaching, for our seniors, we have affordable senior housing, and we have over 1,300 seniors who are living in 16 complexes throughout our diocese. And so the staff are working together in teams to pull together what we're calling a little smile gift and a handwritten note that will be distributed to all the seniors in their apartments. And that's just another symbol, another reminder that they're not alone during this time. And, as much as possible, when we can connect, we do that. And we like to let them know that we're just a phone call away. And truly that even though the isolation is driving us all crazy.
Right, it is. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. But the levels of loneliness and anxiety, especially for the populations we serve, even in the best of times, those are things that you need to pay very close attention to. And so these times are really challenging for all of us.
They're unprecedented. I mean, we've said it a million times, but they are. And more people needing help, less people giving to, charities that they want to give to. How are you guys doing with the donations?
Yeah, so the people of Long Island are incredibly generous, and we've seen that over all these years. And so we've seen that again during COVID. Some of our normal mailings that go out, our newsletters, we saw a really nice spike in support that was coming in from people when they realized that we don't close down, especially our 24/7 programs. And so we have seen that, and I would just say to your viewers that that is such an important dimension of getting through this tough time for Catholic Charities, to know that we have the resources, because it's not only, all not-for-profits are always just, struggling to maintain their budgets. But during this time where no one expected any of this, and so all the costs associated with COVID, I mean, nobody baked into their budgets the cost of masks and the extra sanitizers and wipes and all the supplies that are needed to keep our environment safe and to manage the risk for the people we serve. So their financial support means so much to us at this time. And of course, it's wonderful to have such a great base of volunteers, but volunteerism is really tricky right now.
Okay.
Because visitation is still very restricted, even in all of our programs where we've increased the volume of face-to-face services. We are doing that by appointment mostly. And so even in our homes for folks with developmental disabilities, they love socialization and interaction. And every month before COVID, for all the years, we would have a gathering of the folks in all our homes would come together. There would be music, food, dancing, just total joy. And so we can't do that still. So, so there are very limited opportunities for volunteerism. And then, of course, I have to also say the spiritual dimension of being there for people, because it's not just their lack of socialization, it's the spirituality. And so to have Catholic Faith Network bringing Mass to so many people during these times, I mean, that's always been a gift for so many people that we serve in our programs, many of our seniors who are homebound. But during this time, it's been a gift to all the faithful.
Right. And as we're shopping, one more quick thing.
Yes.
If we shop on Amazon, it helps Catholic Charities?
It does, yes. You can go and you can select. They have a very long menu of organizations, and you find Catholic Charities of Long Island. It may still say of the Diocese of Rockville Center, because we have a new name. We changed over to Catholic Charities of Long Island. But please look for us and select us. And as you're doing your Christmas shopping, that will help.
That's a very easy way to help. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for updating us on everything, for all the hard work Catholic Charities is doing, all the people you're helping.
Thank you. Thanks for Catholic Faith
The
Network.
millions you are helping. And you can find out more by going to CatholicCharities.cc.